Well, prior to being elected, I was served in the youth ministry and then as a high school government, economics, and history teacher. Just wanted to be able to give back to my community and my state. I'm a fourth generation Tulsan, fifth generation Oklahoman, and I want my kids to be able to be a generation that also grows up in Oklahoma. But the only way that's going to happen is if we begin fighting for the issues that are going to be able to keep them here, like making investments in education and investments in infrastructure, bringing good paying jobs to Oklahoma. Absolutely, both the ministry and being an educator were the best two jobs that I could have had. I really think the Lord prepared me for what I'm doing now by having those two previous occupations. You really have to have the heart of a minister and a teacher if you're going to do this job right. You have to be compassionate as a minister, and you also have the responsibility of letting 37,000 people know what's going on, just like you did when you were a teacher, letting your students know what's going on. So both of those jobs were wonderful preparation for what I do today. It's definitely a marathon, but from getting up here late Sunday night and then all the way through Thursday. It's usually meeting after meeting. One thing I do stop, if I have someone that comes up all the way from Tulsa, from my district, we stop everything and we make sure that they're comfortable and get to see everything at the Capitol. And they get 100% of my attention when they come up from 106 miles from my house to here. If it's somebody from our neighborhood or close by, that's definitely what we do. But it's nonstop. It's only a part-time job if you're not doing the job right. And my weekends are filled. My Fridays and Saturdays, usually things stack up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because we're here Monday through Thursday, so we take care of everything we can on Fridays and Saturdays, reserve Sundays for my family and our church and worship time. But Fridays and Saturdays are extremely busy at home, where it's meeting with constituents, going to one meeting after another, listening to folks' concerns. That's all part of the gig. That's the part of the job that I really enjoy the most. I love being in the district, working with constituents. I like that a lot more than being at the Capitol. But that's what this job's all about. It's about letting the folks back home know what's going on and also listening to their concern. If you're not at the neighborhood meetings, if you're not at the church socials, if you're not at the VFW halls, you can't learn what their 100% concerns are. If you're just up here in Oklahoma City, you don't get that. So it's very important to be back in the district and listening to the concerns, thoughts, ideas, and hopes of the folks you represent. Well, I still get goosebumps every time I show up to work to the Capitol and walk on the House floor. It's very surreal. They say you spend the first 6 months trying to figure out how you got here, being in awe of the chamber, and you spend the rest of your time in the legislature trying to figure out how everybody else got here. And that's very much true. You don't always understand where other folks that you serve with are coming from, but it is surreal. It's a job that I take very, very seriously. It's both humbling and an honor at the same time to serve the people of Northeast Tulsa in the State House.